ashamed of. Did I ever get the jacket back from Touchy Feely? No, I just haven't heard from him in days. I don't think I'm getting the coat back, guys. Oh, it's just awful. Oh, it's just like bitter and fucking sour and medicinal. It's awful. I love the song Pinot Noir from Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. Pinot Noir, mid-sized car. It's Neo Citron. And I always, every time I drink it, I think about the line in Harry Potter and The Prisoner of Azkaban, where he's like, where Professor Lupin is taking the anti-werewolf potion made for him by Snape, and he's like, oh, it tastes so fucking awful, but unfortunately sugar neutralizes its effects. And I'm like, I guess I could put sugar in this, but it wouldn't make it better. It would just make it worse. You want me to get my coat back? Guys, I just don't think I'm ever getting that coat back. I haven't heard from him in days. The last thing that he said was, I'll drive it over sometime. And I'm just gonna wait for his, like, fucking flare up in the sky. And then he'll tell me when he's coming to me, and I'll just have to be home at that certain point in time. Like, okay, so he's just gonna bring it over to me sometime. And I'll just rearrange my whole schedule to make sure that I'm home to get that fucking coat. Instead of, like, last week, when I was actually like, you know what, I will rearrange my entire fucking schedule so I can come pick up the coat. He was like, that doesn't work for me. Now I have to work for him. I don't really give a fuck. He can keep the coat. If that's what makes him feel powerful and in charge, then he can keep the coat. I hope he fucks the sleeves. They're very soft. I'm never getting that coat back. And I'm not, like, dancing to the fucking beat of his drum to get it back. I'm done. The whole jacket thing is just low-key a way to keep the relationship going. It ends after it, like, resembles. I mean, that's kind of why I wanted to get the coat back so quickly. It's why I was like, and why I'm, like, it's been 2 weeks and I'm already detached from the coat. I'm not worried about having kids with the wrong person, guys. This is how attached I am to things. I'm way more attached to people. I'm not going to have kids without making sure I'm with the absolute right guy. You're worried you're a sociopath. What do? So what are your sociopathic tendencies? What are you actually doing that seems to be defining you as a sociopath? The coat does not smell like me. The coat is, you can link it in chat. I love that coat. It was an Ateo bomber jacket. It was very sexy and reversible and cozy and warm. Oh, it was just lovely. It was a great coat. It was more expensive than a coat I would ever purchase for myself, so it was a gift from the company even. He could have given it to his new girlfriend or thrown it away, V. That's fine. Honest, I don't give a fuck. Whatever. I love the coat. But, like, I don't love the coat enough to continuously be, like, a part of his life. Not in this way. Not like this. Not like this. Go ninja steal it out of his house. No, that's a felony. You're not a sociopath, you're just edgy and you spend too much time on the internet. You guys, please stop. He's banned. I don't even think we can talk about him. Wouldn't a sociopath just be someone who can't connect to other people? No. That's something else entirely. There are lots of people who have that. That's like part of, and pardon me for saying it, but like that's part of the autism spectrum, is like not being able to like emotionally empathize or sympathize with other people, and that is an element of like a sociopath, but that does not make you a sociopath. That just makes you, and again, I'm not saying this in a derogatory way, but that makes you on the spectrum of autism. Yes, breaking into somebody's house is a felony. Even if I'm stealing back my coat, I'm still breaking into his property. They're not like, oh, well, you were just getting your coat back, then it's totally allowed. I don't think so. See, sandwich. So cute. Let me be your sandwich-wise Gamgee. Gotta go to Mordor. You should post this as a quest to the community board. Some adventurer will break into his house. And I don't want you to break into his house. Oh my god, leave the poor man alone. And also, being a sociopath isn't even in the DSM-5 anymore, so it's not even a real thing. What does that mean, Doc? What does that mean? Mentally unstable person marked by lack of remorse. So yeah, mentally unstable, number one. Just because you can't empathize with other people doesn't mean you're mentally unstable. You have zero sentimentality. Like my friends and presidents' cards mean nothing to me. Well, like, okay, so wait, objects don't mean things to you? Objects don't mean things to a lot of people. This whole conversation is about how this coat is just a fucking object. I don't give a fuck about it. But, like, that, just because you don't care about physical things doesn't mean that you're a sociopath. That would be larceny and breaking and entering. No, I don't think, I'm not stealing anything of his. I'm just taking back what is mine. Got my hands full with this room. Yeah. Only if they find out. Ninja merge into the shadows. I don't have a subtle bone in my body, and I do not subtly bone.